Good evening, my friends. The Baptist Chapel, Houston, Texas. This is Mehboob Alam speaking to you. Thank you for praying for me because I can feel a lot of change in myself. That was the adversity that I was embracing. Day by day, your prayers gave me a great courage. So today the lesson is about embrace adversity. Embrace adversity. Let's talk about it and think about it and comprehend about it, how we understand it. 2 Corinthians chapter 3 verse 2, it says, your lives are a written letter in our hearts, and everyone can read it and recognize our good works among you. It means the church of Corinthian in the first century with Saul of Tarsus and Barnabas and Apollos was increasing in wisdom, was embracing adversity of the time. And Bradstreet says, if we had no winter, the spring would not be pleasant. If we did not sometime taste of adversity, prosperity would not be so welcome. Why? Because we will not understand it. If the water is not moving, it's just still, stable, no waves or tides are coming up, you cannot understand there is a crocodile under it, or there is a shark fish under it, or any other reptile which is dangerous to you. So adversity is, if we had no winter, the spring would not be so pleasant. If we did not sometime taste of adversity, prosperity would not be so welcome. So that was adversity, explained by Anne Bradstreet. Let's see how do the dictionary explains us. Oxford dictionaries tell us the condition of adverse fortune, distress, trial, affliction. An adverse circumstance, a misfortune, a calamity. An adverse or fortunate event or circumstance. A difficulty, a hardship, that when you are going somewhere on your journey, the hurdles come suddenly. Suddenly the lightning start lightning, and the thunders come and the clouds come, and there's a lot of raining. That is a kind of adversity. It's an opposition, a contrariety, or you can say a bad luck. A lot of people in different cultures, they use the word bad luck, hard luck, or they say hardship or setback, or a kind of difficulty, you can say. A lot of time when you say something to a little child to do something, he openly says, I can do it, because his mind is so little. His mind is not strong enough, and sometimes he doesn't know why is he saying I can do it. So that is adversity for him. There are different kinds of adversities. Let's talk about the first one, physical adversity. There are many people who are physically handicapped. They have problem with their limbs. Some they have problem with their stomach. Some they have problem with their eyes. I have a lot of adversities. You can say physical adversities. Number one, my heart is not strong enough. I am a diabetic. My voice was injured. My vocal cord was injured when I had a heart surgery. So I do not have a normal voice like you. So for me, it's a physical adversity. What is physical adversity? It's a human beings are addicted of taking care of their health. I mean, every human, when we live in a community or we get education, we try our best to take care of our health. We try our best to maintain our health good. Whatever steps we take to manage our health, otherwise the adverse attacks can destroy it. We develop positive thinking for our good health, because sometimes we believe that every word that we speak, it affects our soul, it affects our inside, it affects our heart and mind. Second is mental adversity. First one was physical adversity. This one is mental adversity. A very common human problem is to undervalue others. A lot of time when, suppose early morning, if I get up, my next door neighbor, he's in the military, he take care of the military dogs. And I know he is a normal person. Suppose I see a Mercedes Benz on his parking lot, I would think about it and I can take negative point of view. Maybe he stole, maybe he robbed a bank, or maybe he got a big credit, or maybe he took it on loan. So mental adversity is something common in everybody. We undervalue other people. So those individuals need to learn how to improve their self-worth. That's why we do that. We underestimate them. Sometimes we underestimate self, or sometimes we lack self-esteem. Let me tell you, when I was married to Heather, my wife, she's 45-year old. My wife is a very great person. But when she came and she got married with me, it was her first time that she saw another culture. Another culture, you can call me Pakistani, Indian, or you can call me Punjabi or whatever. It was another way of for her to have a mental adversity. A lot of things she could not learn in 6 months even about me. How do I think? How do I use my worldview? How do I cooperate? What things I like, what I don't like, because I was absolutely a new person for her. But she never underestimated me. Maybe I did, but she never underestimated me. But she was having a lack of self-esteem, that I had to walk with her shoulder to shoulder to build her strength. Why? Because I felt she didn't get a chance to develop her or to hope her, to hone her mental adversity. Third is emotional adversity. Wow, what is emotional adversity? Likewise, there are problems and self-help books. We can develop them. In emotional adversity, sometimes we are too much emotional, sometimes less emotional, sometimes stable with the emotions, but we need to have some emotions when we live in a community of human beings, because human beings run with emotions. So benefit yourself from self-journal. Write a self-journal and try to look at it and pay attention at your adverse conditions. The fourth one is social adversity. Some people are not social at all. My wife, she has a friend, she works with her, and she is not social at all. Suppose when she would call, my wife would like to go with her to the store or to the wash it area to wash clothes or for a little shopping or to a dollar store or Goodwill store. But when my wife would call her, she won't be social at all. She just like to sleep, watch TV, and that's all. That is her life. So that is called social adversity. If you would like to improve your social adversity, read a good book and think. Spend your time on comparing the ideas. Be brave to speak for someone who needs your help. A lot of time there are many people, they need your help, but when you see that they are under some problems, sometimes you do not step forward. Why? Because you do not have that courage in you. You want to do it, but you do not have that courage to step forward. Number 3 is spiritual adversity. A lot of people have this adversity. Another very common human predicament is belittling self in morality, ethics, spirituality. So these people, they have such problem. If you don't have that, find it and enrich by embracing something that you think matters. If you already have some kind of faith but feel it is slipping, return to the base to find your belief system so that you could develop yourself and make yourself strong. The fourth one is financial adversity. We all go through that. Sometimes we do not have enough money to finish our whole month. Sometimes we do not have enough money to buy clothes or whatever we want to buy. So this is called financial adversity. Financially, when we are up and down economically. But it's better if you would like to overcome these adversities. Thinking is a great art. Think, pay attention, try to cooperate with yourself, try to build up your self-esteem, searching what are the problems that you are facing, seeking in yourself because there is a whole universe in you that needs your attention, accomplishing your targets and goals and overcoming these adversities. So adversity can distress us or bless us. The way we use adversity strictly our own choice. So let us see what does it says. The ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in measure of comfort, but where he stands in the time of challenges. We all have challenges in our life, and those challenges sometimes they distress us, sometimes they become agony for us, but we have to overcome them, not by thinking only that we need to find a comfort. Comfort is not the answer. Answer is your peace of mind with the Creator you love. He is the source of everything. So Basila Schlink says, in the darkest of nights, cling to the assurance that God loves you, that He always has advice for you, a path that you can tread and a solution to your problems, and you will experience that which you believe. God never disappoints anyone who places his trust in him. So the best way is to cling to the Creator, because you are made on the image of the Creator, and he will never disappoint you. He would always encourage you so that you could stand. And that was what Basilia Schilling said. K. Arthur is I do not know whether he's a theologian or a writer, but I read one of his book and I forgot about it, and I underlined a quotation. It says, "Snuggle in God's arms. Snuggle in God's arms." Like my mother and my father, they died. My parents were great parents, but they died. I am very thankful to God who provided me such privilege on this earth that I could get a great hand of my mother, my father, who was a very hard worker. So K. Arthur says, but when they died, I have another father. Not that when you do not have he is the ultimate father. He is the creator of my soul. K. Arthur says, snuggle in God's arms. When you are hurting, when you feel lonely, left out, let him cradle you, comfort you, reassure you of his all-sufficient power and love, because his greatest attribute is love. Jesus preached all the time. Saul of Tarsus preached all the time. Even Jesus showed in him, he working in him, his spirit working in him. So K. Arthur says, snuggle in God's arms. Isn't it a beautiful phrase? Such a little phrase, just 4 words, snuggle in God's arms. Go to your Creator, snuggle with him, so that you may get the peace of mind. When you are hurting, when you feel lonely, left out, let him cradle you. He would surely give you a lullaby. He would sing a beautiful song in your conscience. Let him cradle you, comfort you, measure you of his all-sufficient power and love. That is what he said. Even Jesus reminded in Matthew chapter 11, verse 28 and 29. He said, come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. He's saying the same thing. He's snuggling you. He's cradling you because he loves you. He loves you. That's the reason he went on the cross, to show you how much he loved you. Take my yoke upon you and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly in heart, and ye shall find rest unto your souls. If you want rest and peace of mind, go to him and snuggle in his arms. He would cradle you, and you will get peace of mind and a beautiful sleep. When you write the word adversity, it spells ADVERSITY. I was sitting and I was making words with these alphabets. A, accept him, accept his call, accept the witness, accept your testimony. Direct, he always directs you. Open your eyes. Variety, he gives you varieties of blessings. Empathy, empathy is the feelings that you could feel somebody's feelings if he is in trouble, so that you could cradle him. If he needs your help, so that you could extend hand. Empathy. S C, C means see, I mean you, or tenacity. I mean, these things, when these troubles and predicaments they come, they don't go so quick, but you have to create energy in you so that you could push them away. And the last word is why. Why means you. So, how you can overcome? Have the right mindset. Have the right mindset so that you could overcome. Stop making excuses. Just be strong and fight with it. Have faith. Don't take no for an answer. Don't take no. Suppose you would say, if somebody comes and asks you, he wants $50 and you do not have, my friend, if you have 50 cents, tell him that I can help you this. And if you can't, that's okay. That's okay. Because your Heavenly Father knows your heart. Don't take no for an answer. Let each success energize you, because you are getting success many times a day, many times a week. So get the energy and be strong. Life can set us down, but we can pick ourselves up. We must learn and not be limited by the experiences of our lives. Why? Because we are strong. We are made on His image. We are strong, and we all have a dreamer inside us. A dreamer who is watching the dreams. We have to take the choice. What is good? What variety of blessings you are expecting? Anything is possible if we are willing to persevere. If you are willing to persevere, anything can be possible, my friends. Anything. So, few years ago, not few years ago, almost 7 years ago, I met a pastor. His name was Pastor Nick, or Pastor Nick YHWH. Nick YHWH, you can Google it and you can see his YouTube too. Nick YHWH do not have both arms and both legs. He does not have that. He's a pastor. He reached to thousands and millions of people to encourage them. He's married. His wife is very pretty. He has 2 kids, very healthy and pretty. So he is an example in my life that be strong. God is going to help you. Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. Psalm 23 verse 4. Your rod and your staff. I mean, God Almighty, His shadow is enough for me. His staff and His rod is enough for me, because there are challenges ahead. As we grow with the age, right after 40, 50, our bodies become weak, our conscience become weak, our all kind of energies become weak. But He is there to cradle you and to sing a beautiful song with you so that you can have peace of mind. What is adversity? It's a mirror. Adversity is not a bad thing. Adversity is a mirror that is showing you your inside, another man that is living in you, so that you could make that man strong. Franklin Roosevelt said, "A smooth sea never made a skillful sailor." A smooth sea, our life is smooth, but we are the sailors in the life, because this life is a sea. This is a sea of life, and we are swimming in it, and we are sailors. And the Creator who made us, He has made us skillful. Ralston Ball said, "Don't let your struggle become your identity." When you are struggling, you become strong. Don't make it your identity. A lot of people I see on the Facebook, they are servants of God. They want to write bishops, they want to write moderators, they want to write elders, they want to write evangelists. Are they really doing that work? Sometimes no. They just like the names, just like uniforms, just like those metallic crosses and all that. Are they giving any messages on the Facebook? No. They put pictures. Other people, they write under those pictures, cute, beautiful, you look handsome. What does that mean? They use such images for identity. They try to dominate the poor culture, the poor people, so that they may not speak. And that is not a good reflection. Reasons why do we go through adversities. Number one is adversity develop a deeper understanding about yourself and about how the world works. Number two, adversity hones your creativity. It develop, hones mean develop. Adversity hone your creativity because you are made on the image of the Creator. And who are you then? You are a creator. Not that creator like 100%, but you have those images in you that you can create. Adversity reflect the people's true color. Real friends surface. A lot of time we do not understand people. We always think they are very good, they are beautiful, they are this to me. But when the time of adversity comes, then only you can see their colors. Who ran away and who was there. What happened to Jesus? When he was on the cross, everybody ran away. Only his mother and John was there. Why? They were true friends. They were the true friends. Adversity maturate an individual to stand on his own. It gives you maturity. It makes you real adult so that you could stand in your feet. My main thought that I always give, that is, look around in the small stuff, how you can get strength. Because in your small stuff, in your surrounding, there is God, there is love. God is love, and love is there. And if it's in your surrounding, develop yourself, my friends. How? Learn to write fascinating ideas. Number two, write a thank you note to a teacher of your past. Do not worry about religions and cults and whatever their beliefs are. Don't worry about that. Just be their friends. Be still and spend time with self. Give time to self. Go to the park. Sit there and think and ask the Creator to help you. Write an autobiography and update it annually. Write your own autobiography because it's like a testimony. Develop your vocabulary to express yourself but not impress others. Because when you have a good vocabulary, then you can make words and you can play with words. Do not forget to send birthday cards who are important to you. If you can do something for someone you do not know, extend your hand to help him. It will make you happy. You have to make you happy so that you can find the peace of mind. My friends, if you like writing, write a journal daily and share it with your closest friend. Make your habit to write favorite verses from the Bible. You have one verse 1 week and second week do it another one. Read good books and share your testimony with someone so that other person may get the idea. Spend some time in your hobby eagerly. Develop a worldview and keep your focus on it. If you do not know worldview, find out from Google and read about it. What is a worldview? Listen others carefully. Ask for a glass of water and spend your moments in relationship with somebody. Even you can ask a cup of tea or a cup of coffee. Read the parable of prodigal son and image the whole perception in your mind that how the prodigal son left home and what made him come back. We me and you are just like a prodigal son. And the return of the prodigal son is the story of adversity, a fortune, a distress, a hardship. But he came back. My friends, thank you so much. God bless you richly. And don't forget to pray for me. Until then, namaste and Rab Rakha and auf Wiedersehen.